Hey, everybody, I'm John Granado. That's Josh Jordan. You can hear us on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Hit subscribe. Get all of our content here at Sports Map HOU for all of our stuff that we're talking Houston sports. Hey, if you want us to talk Texans now, we got Sports Map Texans as well. So get on over there for all of your Texans needs. The Yankees traded for Juan Soto. The Astros have had a really quiet offseason so far. Vegas has New York as the favorites to win the AL right now. Okay, this happens every year, okay? The Yankees pick up somebody. First they pick up Garrett Cole, then they pick up Carlos Rodon, then they pick up Giancarlo Stanton. Now they're picking up Juan Soto, so the Yankees are the favorites. You know what the Yankees are going to do? Poop the bed.
That's what you're calling there, John?
That's what, poop in the bed.
Well, I mean, we've seen stuff like this before. Like you mentioned, they add big names and nothing really happens. But, you know, last year they had a lot of injuries. You know, Aaron Judge missed a lot of time. So, you know, there is a reason they weren't quite as good. And
well, Giancarlo Stanton wasn't very good when he was there and when he wasn't there.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of issues last season, so I see why they're doing this, but it kind of makes sense. You know, if Dana Brown's right and Jake Meyers is going to be your center fielder, you know, you'd probably say that the Yankees are a little better in the outfield. I would say that. I mean, we have to take Dana at his word. That's what he's saying, but I think the Yankees on paper, I mean, they had the third best odds to win the World Series right now at plus 800. They were sixth. So that's where they've kind of jumped up just in one day. Astros are right behind the Yankees, though, at plus 850. Rangers follow them at plus 900. So even though they got Soto, they barely just squeaked in front of the Astros, according to Vegas.
Yeah, well, quite frankly, if you want to know the truth, the Rangers probably should be the favorites. They're going to have Scherzer coming back. This is, I mean, they were really, really good. We'll see. The Astros are right there as well, as long as they can find. They might go 0-81 at home this year. We don't know so far. Would you rather have Soto, Judge, and Verdugo, or Jordan, McCormick, and Tucker?
Yeah, well, I mean, if we're going that way, I'll take the Astros guys. But, you know, like we just mentioned, it looks like Jordan's going to be mostly at DH. So if that's the case and it's Jake Meyers.
Yeah, then I would take the Yankees.
Yeah, you know, we just have to take Dana at his word there, especially in that stadium, in Yankee Stadium. It's so small. They're going to hit a lot of home runs. And the problem with the Astros at Minute Maid, Chandler Rome hit on this, they don't have the right-handed power hitters right now like they used to really take advantage of the Crawford boxes, though it will help to have Altuve for the full season.
Yeah. I think, is there any chance that this Jake Meyers stuff is a smokescreen, trying to drive up his value for a trade? I can't see Jake Meyers in center field all the time. You've got to have a better option. And Jordan wants to play the outfield too. I don't think you want to piss Jordan off. So I just don't know that I'm going to – I just can't – I don't know if I can believe him that Jake Meyers is going to be there this often.
Well, if Dana's being smart, we saw those reports about Jake Meyers possibly being traded. So if you want to get his trade value up, you talk about how you want to give him a chance to be your starter and how the organization believes in him and great defense and he can swing the bat. But, I mean, we've kind of seen this before in center field. They went from Springer to Miles Straw. You know, the Astros haven't always, you know, had a really quality offensive player in center field. They seem to value the defense, and it is a big center field at Minute Maid. So that does make some sense. But to me, where's Dubon in this conversation? They haven't even mentioned him. I know he's a utility guy, but he can play some center field.
Oh.
And he sure as hell swung the bat better than Jake Meyers did last year.
Well, that's going to be the option if Jake Meyers can't do it. But listen, Jake Meyers is in there so he can make up for the lack of hitting that Maldonado won't be giving you. So hopefully Jake Meyers will give you that lack of hitting like Maldonado did last year.
Hopefully?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, you gotta make up for Maldonado some way. So you'll make up for it with Jake Meyers not
I guess
hitting.
You could. Do you think they're done, John? That's what I'm kind of wondering. You know, we talk about the Yankees on paper, the Astros on paper. No. I don't think the Astros are finished making moves. Do you?
Well, I think they might sign a reliever, but I don't know that there's much more that's going to happen. No, they've got the arbitration cases that they got to come up with. They've got, you know, and they're right up against it. Jim Crane's only gone over the luxury tax, the competitive balance tax once so far. I don't see. I think Dana Brown's been calling, hey, we're reeling it in. It's really expensive out there for all those relievers. Hold on, everybody. Hey, Jake Meyers looks like he's going to be a good option in center field. Hold on, everybody. No, I do think they're done. Now, he said no to the Bregman trade, but that's $30 million right there that you'd lose off of that payroll if you got rid of Alex Bregman. So I think that might still be alive, even though Dana Brown poo-pooed it. I think that's a real possibility.
I guess it is. There's some statements out there that they're already over the competitive balance tax. So why not, don't just barely go over it a little more and get yourself a quality player. But the other thing to keep in mind is they're not that far over it, and you only have to be under that number by the end of the season.
Yeah.
So they can make some moves to shred some salary as the course of the season goes along to get under it before it's over.
And there are different levels above it, too.
Right.
Yeah, so, I just don't see it. I think this is what we got, and you know what? They're going to be really, really good again, and hopefully right there in the ALCS again, and we're all going to say, man, you know what? Jim Crane knows what he's doing.